My best friend took my girl, so I took his dad. Before that day, I was just Mark, the loyal friend, the good student, the kid who followed the rules. Tyler and I had been best friends since we shared a bunk at summer camp when we were 9. We were the ride or die duo everyone knew. I helped him pass algebra. He taught me how to talk to girls. Then came Alexis. She transferred senior year, sharp, ambitious, with this smile that hit different. After months of me stumbling through conversations, she finally agreed to go out. 6 months of movie nights, study sessions, and her leaving little drawings in my textbooks. I was gone for her, completely. One Friday, I was supposed to meet Tyler at the mall. He wasn't answering texts, so I swung by his house. His dad's car wasn't there, but the basement light was on. I let myself in like always. I heard her laugh first, then voices getting quieter. I stood at the top of the basement stairs, heart already knowing what my brain refused to process. She doesn't have to know. Tyler's voice echoed up. This feels wrong, Alexis whispered back. It's been going on 3 months, he said. If it was that wrong, we would have stopped by now. 3 months, while I was saving for prom tickets, while she was telling me she loved me, while he was giving me advice about our relationship. I didn't confront them, didn't slam doors. I walked out silent, something cold crystallizing inside me. Not anger, something more calculated. The next day, I texted Tyler that I'd caught some stomach bug, told Alexis I needed space to study for finals. Then I started my plan. Tyler's dad, Richard, was rarely home, some big-shot divorce lawyer who traveled constantly. Tyler practically raised himself. I knew Richard had guilt about it, always buying Tyler expensive stuff instead of giving him time. I'd always been polite to Richard, but never more than that. Now I made an effort, asked about his cases when he was home, offered to mow their lawns since Tyler's busy with basketball. Richard was surprised, but grateful. When graduation came, I mentioned I was taking a gap year before college. Pre-law, actually. Richard's eyes lit up. You should intern at my firm, he said. Great experience. Paid, too. I acted hesitant. I wouldn't want Tyler to feel weird about it. Nonsense, Richard insisted. Tyler has no interest in law. Besides, he's leaving for state in August. I started the internship in June. Showed up early, stayed late, asked smart questions. Richard began inviting me to lunch, then dinner at their house. I learned about his cases, his college days. He learned about my family, my goals. By November, I was practically part of the household. Richard mentioned an associate position opening up after I finished college. Fast track, he called it. I mentioned offhand that Tyler had ghosted me since college started. That sounds like him, Richard sighed. He drops people when they're not useful anymore. Over Christmas break, Tyler came home, found me in their kitchen making breakfast. His dad's favorite, egg white omelet with spinach. What the hell are you doing here? He asked. I smiled. Richard and I work together now. Richard? Tyler's face twisted. Since when do you call my dad Richard? Since he asked me to, I replied calmly. I graduated top of my class 4 years later. Richard threw the party at his house. During the toast, he got emotional. Mark has become the son I always wished I had, he said, not noticing Tyler's face across the room. 6 months later, at the firm's Christmas party, Richard announced 2 things. I was becoming junior partner, the youngest in the firm's history, and he was legally adopting me, though I was 23. When the papers were finally signed, I made sure to send Tyler a copy, along with a note, guess who's getting the house now, brother? The cold thing that formed inside me that day on the stairs, it finally melted.